I think All Stars 8, and I'm going to say this now, which is the messy season of confusion and just, it didn't make sense, to be honest to me. And I don't care what nobody says. I mean, the winner's the winner. Love Jimbo. Yeah. But the cast didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense to me. I was just like, why do they have all of us? It just doesn't, it didn't make no sense to me. Because I thought, to be honest, when they called me to, I'm like, they're probably going to have an early out season, with all the early out girls. Oh, this is because you hear all the rumors and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's probably the early out season. This is going to be amazing. I might have actually have a shot to go. You know, I went 3 episodes in season 5, and now I'm like, I'm there. So maybe I can go a little further. Yeah, but then I walked in and I seen everybody. This is interesting.
So yes, All Stars 8 was a very interesting season. Like you said, it was very messy. I
Yes.
I kind of, maybe this is just me being messy, but I actually really lived for the season because it was so messy. So from a viewer's point of view, I thought, I mean, not from the Queens. Obviously, for you, it's different when you're actually there. But from a viewer's point of view, I actually quite lived for the fact that it was like, if you just accept that it's a messy, chaotic season and it makes no sense, it actually was like a showcase of talent. Like I loved all the queens. I thought they were all really interesting, very messy, good for drama. Obviously, my thing. But like, so for me, All Stars 8 was actually really enjoyable, and I loved seeing you because we hadn't seen you, and the glow up was like not like completely different person. It was like I was you walked in, I was like, oh my god, she looks amazing. Not that you didn't look amazing
Thank you.
before, but you just looked very like
Yes.
confident, a confidence that you
Yes,
didn't have on season 5.
definitely.
So when you said it's messy, is there anything you can kind of, because we've heard a lot about All Stars 8, especially from people like Naisha, because she's like, very funny and she's always spilling the tea, which is great. Is there anything
Uh-huh.
like, what can you sort of tell us a bit about why do you think it was messy?
There was a lot of producers, to be honest, because season 5, yeah, there was a lot of them, but All Stars 8, honey, they're everywhere. And that took me back a little bit. So I'm like, why are you hiding around there? Why are you over there? Why are you over there? It's just too many people in this room. And I think the camera's supposed to be over there, away, just for the girls to have a moment. And then it was just a lot of waiting around and people attitudes and at the time I'm like 30 something years old, like I'm 38 years old. I don't do likely to tell people that are a little bit younger than me to be telling me what to do, you know? And the constant, if you don't do something, not do something, if say you like, oh, I'm over, I don't want to do it. Well, let's remind you, you signed the contract. That bothered me a lot. That's to me, I'm like, I'm not dumb. You're like in a way trying to threaten me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't do or say something you want me to say, then all of a sudden it's just like, you signed a contract. And there was one particular person I'm the producer side that I don't care nothing for. And I hope she sees this. I don't care nothing for her. I think she's rude, she's nasty, and I'm glad that I saw her in the studio and didn't see her out in the street because it would have been a different scenario because she was just so nasty. I was like, I don't understand why is she just so ugh, she just rubbed me the wrong way. I think Naisha probably said her name to you too. Who knows? But yeah, I think a lot of favoritism, I'll tell you that much. A lot of favoritism. And then something happened when they bring us back that dumbfounded me and put a stamp in it that I'm officially over and done with reality TV, reality competitions. I want no part of it because it's a lot of scheming and scamming and a lot of blowing up people's heads, a lot of smoke up their asses when you see it for what it is, and then people are always trying to tell you, oh, it's not this, you're great, you're this, the Hollywood typical stuff.
Can you tell?
But this
So
time it was
what exactly was it that happened then?
I don't know if I should say it. But they give us a list of sheets of lip sync songs. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, something happened where they tried to change a song. I'm just gonna say that much.
Is this to
It
do with
didn't
the
happen.
is this to do with the finale?
Boom. You got it.
So
Boom. You said it, I didn't say it. But
yeah,
yes.
I can say it because, well, I only know because so Naisha said it at Roscoe's. So because Naisha always spills the tea. Naisha always comes up with like, yeah, Naisha is actually really great at Roscoe. She's really fun. Like she spills all the tea. So good for me because I, obviously my drama channel. So she said, so she said that they want basically they were going to change it to Milkshake for the final lip sync, which was Jimbo's favorite song. Which and Candy was like, no, you're not doing that because you're clearly favoring Jimbo and like basically said I'm going to walk off set unless you change it back to the original song. So and Candy kind of knew from then that Jimbo was clearly going to win and was being favored. So that was I talked about Naisha talked about it very publicly at Roscoe's, very messy. But so is that what that was kind of then put a bad taste
Oh,
in your mouth then?
oh, definitely. I said that first of all, oof, that's so messy, and to do it the way they did it, it was just too insane. And then right there and then, I remember saying to myself, "This is your last time here in the studio. You will not be coming back here. And if you do come back here, I need six figures or more." Because you know what? The trauma puts you through, the trauma afterwards, and what you have to deal with, to be honest, sometimes it's not really worth the money or the time because it takes a lot of your time. People think doing drag race is easy. It's not. It's not when they tell you to be yourself, and then when you get there, yeah, it's just like, how can I be myself when there's like 20 producers, well, do you know this or do you know that? Do you know this? Do you know this? And I'm like, yo, I haven't done drag like in 3 years. I don't even know half those girls in the room, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm trying to throw shade at nobody, but drag race, when I left it there. It hasn't been my life for the last 10 years till now. So, it was a lot of producers asking me questions about people I didn't really know about, or do you have any drama with anybody? No, girl, I don't have drama with nobody. I'm a trans woman trying to survive. You think I have to be arguing with a bunch of drag queens? I don't know. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't even have like sites where I follow drag race at that time. It was just very out of my life, out of sight, out of mind. So yeah, but seeing that, I was just like, no, it's messy and it's everything that I thought it was. And I was really excited for All Stars 8. I was like, oh, it's gonna be fabulous. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. And as soon as I walked in there and people are already starting, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna go so messy. And then I was so confused because I think, to be honest, they were trying to, I don't know. I don't know. It was just so weird to me because I still didn't understand. Like, when we do our group run numbers, we film that like twice or three times. And we see it live. People, the girls in the room, everybody's seeing this. So for me, when they put me and Darian together, I was just like, okay, well, obviously I'm going home. I haven't done drag in 3 years. I'm not really, that popular lately, as of lately. I'm very old school. Darian, that's her life, that's drag. People love her. So I already, when they had us down there, I already knew. I'm like, yeah. And I felt really bad because I started attacking James Mansfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
To be honest, because guess what? Josh is a messy little. He had somebody else help him find me. Okay. And I have these text messages because the blogger that helped him basically felt sorry and apologized to me and sent me all the text message of them two conversating about me. Okay. Yes. I've been holding on to this for a year. For a year. And what he says in these messages are so disgusting